Welcome to Southside News Today. It's Monday, February 15th. I'm Chuck Vipperman reporting. Southside News Today is brought to you by Shanks Associates and by Daniel Chiropractic. It's day 3 of power restoration efforts in Southside Virginia after a weekend ice storm. Danville Power and Light crews overnight were able to restore power to about 800 customers. At last check, 1,200 customers remained in the dark. Teams are focusing on primary lines, replacing broken poles, trying to restore power to the highest volume customers in the shortest time. After that, they'll hit the areas with fewer outages. Officials in Chatham say most of their outages were caused by a series of trees that fell near Hargrave Military Academy. They were hoping to have everyone back online by the end of the day. Appalachian Power, meantime, says outages still widespread throughout their service territory, including more than 700 in Pittsylvania County, 2,200 in Henry County. They're reporting power should be restored tomorrow in most areas. It could be Wednesday in some of the more remote regions. Dominion Energy says restoration efforts are underway. Most customers can expect to be online but sometime tomorrow. A few Pittsylvania County fire stations are being used as warming and phone charging stations for folks without power. From 10 to 2 today and presumably tomorrow, the Renan, Riceville, Java, Gretna, and Chatham fire departments will be available to people looking to warm up or charge their phones. More stations could be added to that list. Visitors are asked to wear a mask. State Department of Health says local coronavirus cases are trending downward. This morning's report shows only 9 new cases in Danville, bringing the 7-day average down to 31. In Pittsylvania County, 18 new cases. The weekly average in the county now down to 29. Both levels are at their lowest since the beginning of the year. Also, state officials report more than 2,300 locals are listed as fully vaccinated. 15,000 city and county residents have received at least one dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. A Henry County man died in a boating accident this weekend on Smith Mountain Lake. The Department of Game and Inland Fisheries reports it happened Friday. 35-year-old Richard Haynes of Axton was launching a boat with another man and fell overboard near the Pinhook No. 9 boat ramp. A woman saw what happened, jumped into the water to try to rescue Haynes. Haynes was pulled from the water but died a short time later at Carilion Franklin Memorial Hospital. The cause of death has not been released. The House Education Committee this morning marked up a local lawmaker's efforts to fix up Virginia's crumbling schools. But it was only a partial victory for Southside Delegate Bill Stanley. The measure still doesn't include any money. The Public School Assistance Fund and program will be administered by the Department of Education to provide grants for repairs, priorities going to areas with the greatest need based on the condition of existing school building roofs and the ability to pay. The measure now goes to the House floor. House Democrats this morning unveiled a bill that would require public school districts to offer at least some access to in-person learning by this fall. It would also require all teachers and school staff have a chance to get the vaccine before then. And there would be a fully virtual option for families who still want that. Supporters say classroom learning is far more effective and children are suffering socially by staying at home. House of Delegates and Senate have both now approved a bill that would move local elections from May to November. The House approved the bill today 50-44. In the Senate, it was a dead tie, 2020. Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax had to cast the tiebreaker. Now, the bill affects 16 cities and more than 100 towns across Virginia, including Danville. Traditionally, Danville City Council elections have been held on the first Tuesday in May every other year. Last year's council elections were moved to the summer because of the pandemic. Chesapeake, Norfolk, Newport News, and Hampton are some other major Virginia cities that will have to make the change. Starting a business is always a challenge. Now try doing it in the middle of a pandemic. Brent Shelton and Colby Warren bucked the odds and opened Warren Shelton Attorneys at Law in downtown Danville late last year. Shelton says it's satisfying work helping people during some of those stressful and rewarding moments of their lives.
The smile on someone's face when you close their first home and hand them the keys to their first home is something that I enjoy doing. When you help out children in custody cases, whether it be through a GAL or working to represent their parents to achieve kind of what a good goal is.
Warren says when the courts opened back up last fall, it seemed a natural time to make the big plunge.
We know at the end of the day that what we do impacts lives and affects families. And, we want to do the best job that we can to help individuals. And in doing that and helping individuals, in turn, I think, also recognize that we are helping our community as a whole.
Warren Shelton, attorneys at law, located in Robert Witt's former office on Lynn Street. Let's settle back a minute now and continue with a minute of positivity. With Live Positive, here's Dr. Joey Fawcett.
I'm Dr. Joey Fawcett, coaching you to live positive. So when will you be happy? We convince ourselves that life will be better once we do something like get married or have a baby or have a second baby. Then we get frustrated because those kids aren't old enough, and we'll be happier when they are, when they're potty trained or something. After that, we're frustrated that we have teenagers to deal with. We'll certainly be happy when they're out of that stage, right? Then we tell ourselves that our life will be complete when our spouse gets his or her act together, when we get a nicer car, when we're able to go on a nice vacation, or when we finally retire. Then we decide it's when we recover from heart surgery or get cancer-free or have a knee replacement that's when we'll be happy. The truth is, friend, there's no better time to be happy than right now. I mean, if not now, then when will you be happy? Life's always filled with challenges, so just go ahead and admit this to yourself and decide to be happy anyway. Live each day to the fullest by choosing to be happy, regardless of the adversity around you, as you make a life worth living and live positive today. Coaching you to live positive, I'm Dr. Joey Fawcett.
Thanks, Dr. Joey. Your forecast calling for a cloudy and rainy night. Lows down to 36. Now, tomorrow will begin with clouds and rain, but by afternoon it'll be breezy, sunny, and warmer. Highs up to 51. And that's a look at Southside News Today, brought to you tonight by Daniel Chiropractic and by Shanks Associates. I'm Chuck Vipperman reporting. Have a great evening, everyone.